one more video. I'll try to quit after this one today. I am not the queen of organization. I have this stuff in my house. I have worked on it for a long, long time, but I am not the queen of organization. However, one day when I actually had mononucleosis several years ago, and I happened to have a little burst of energy. For me, it usually comes about 4 days before the full moon. It just strikes like lightning. I get a day or two of really great energy. And I went down in my basement where my number 10 cans were, and I took pieces of, well, this, you can see the print on that one, I'm sorry. But I took pieces of computer paper that were blank and folded them in half, and just a regular ink pen and some clear tape about yay wide. And I went through every single box that I had at the time that had number 10 cans in them. And I had quite a few boxes. I was a little younger woman and in much better condition, even though I had mononucleosis. And I went through every single box. And then I took this piece of paper and I wrote like 1 can butter powder, 2 cans blueberry muffin mix, 1 can brownie mix, 1 can egg powder, 1 can banana chips, whatever, so that I came up with a total of 6 cans on every piece of paper. I just left the stuff right in the bag. I didn't try to sort it. I didn't try to do anything fancy with it. I didn't put, some cases were just all milk, and I put 6 cans of milk. Some cases were all blueberry pancake mix, add water only. I put that on there, 6 cans blueberry pancake mix, add water only, and if I had the date, I put the date on it. That's kind of irrelevant when you're using oxygen absorbers and you're keeping it at a fairly constant temperature. It's going to last longer than you are. Pretty much you can take that for granted. You can just what's that word? Can't think of what the word is. Like a foregone conclusion. Anyway, so I just took these and then took my wide tape and taped all the way around the label. And then I'm pretty sure I went all the way, took two or 3 or 4 more widths of tape and went right over the label, so the whole label was covered with tape. After that point in time, they got moved. And after they got moved, they were no longer facing the same direction. I was not happy about it. I had them all stacked up off the floor, about 3 feet off the floor, all the way up to the ceiling, and they were all facing the same direction. However, they all still have labels on the boxes, so it won't be, sometimes it won't be a mystery when it comes time to try to find a can of this or a can of that. But, sometimes when sorry, I've got a dry throat. Oh dear. Sometimes when you get product from a commercial supplier of number 10 cans, it will have a sticker on the box that might say banana slices. And that was what they had handy because they're having to put you 1 can of potato flakes in your box and 1 can of freeze-dried broccoli or what have you. So they're using the boxes that they have on hand. So if they have an empty box that had banana slices in it, your box is going to have a sticker on the end of it that's going to say banana slices when that's not what's in the box. So you certainly are going to want to remove that from your box. I'm sure that there are people that have marvelous methods for inventory, and please, I don't even know how to make a video response, but if you do, please make a video response or put your inventory ideas below in the comments section, or put it on your channel and tell us how to get to it. I am not the queen of organization, as I said. I have some buckets that have I have 5-gallon pickle buckets. I think I've told the story multiple times. My wheat is going to taste and smell like dill if I end up having to use that wheat. That's my last resort. I'm not letting go of it, but I have some wheat that's not packaged like it should be. But I also have number 10 cans that have all different kinds of things in them. I have 5-gallon buckets. I was a little smarter when it came to the sugar and the beans and so forth. I used white buckets that were not previously used for pickles or anything like that. But I know basically what's there, but as far as the number 10 cans, I do not have a master list yet. That's like in my dreams. When I feel good or I have somebody willing to help me, I will go through and make a master list of what's there, but it's there and it's labeled and it can be gotten to easily. And, you know, if I was helping other people, I certainly would not feel hesitant at all in having them help me find things and inventory things and make up a master menu plan. Now, it would be great if you started your food storage with a menu list and then worked backwards and decided how many times a week you were going to make cookies or muffins or French toast or soup or what have you, and then buy your storage accordingly. I haven't done that. I have done a pretty good job at variety, but I would rather have more food that's less expensive, like the oats, and know that I can feed more people than have some of the nice stuff like freeze-dried strawberries. And that's just my personal um, priorities. I have nobody, almost nobody in my side of the family or in my in-laws side of the family has anything stored. So I have bought less expensive things that I could feed more people with. So they might be getting chocolate chip oatmeal cookies with just a few chocolate chips in them, you know, like you could put in a third of a cup instead of a cup and everybody'd still be happy, and a lot more people would get cookies that way if you made them in a more frugal manner. So let us know if you have some bright, this was just extremely basic, but for me it's gonna be, you know, better than pulling my hair out because I'm looking for cornstarch and the box says banana slices, but there's cornstarch in that box, but I'll never be able to find it because it's not labeled. So at least I have the peace, and it does bring me a lot of peace. I have the peace of knowing that if I could get those boxes turned back around the direction that they were turned originally, that I put them, direction I put them in, that I would be able to find cornstarch or baking powder or salt or eggs or add water only pudding mix or add water only muffin mix or what have you. And a lot of the things that I have in my number 10 cans are things that I did in my home. I had the big 50 plus pound machine in my home, and I went and got the cans and when I was younger and stronger and more in better health, got the cans and put all of the things that I wanted in the cans, and some of it was not approved. It was all low moisture enough. I didn't do any of that, but like I got a can of M&M's someplace in the basement, and someday those might be a sight for sore eyes. And then I have to check and make sure that that was safe for me to do that. I think it was, but I'm not 1,000% positive. So it will give you a little peace of mind if you just have that much done. My 5-gallon buckets, if they had sugar or macaroni or whatever in them, they have a label smaller than this, taped with that wide clear packing tape, completely covered, and it says what it has in it. Same with the charcoal, same with the salt. Some of it it's going to have to probably be pitched when the time comes, but at least it served me. I knew I had it over those years when it was first packed, when it was usable. Some of it is probably not usable now, but better than not having it. So make a list, check it twice, tape it to your box, say whether it's beans or rice. Just have some way to identify what your stuff is. And if it is what it says it is, like if you ordered a whole box of banana slices or apple slices or whatever commercially and the box says that it's apple slices, you know you're home free. But if it's not, try to do something to identify it. And if you die before your food storage is used and your grandchildren are trying to figure out what's in the boxes, if your kids are like most of the kids I know today, they're going to believe it's banana slices if it says banana slices, and they're not going to bother to open it up and find out if it's cornstarch or baking powder. So make it easy in case we're not here, because that food storage is going to last longer than you are if it's properly packaged. God bless. Have a great night, and make a list and check it twice and tape it to the box so everybody knows what's in the box. God bless. Bye.